have an autographed P-Fiction movie poster with about 13 autographs on it. This is truly amazing. I'm assuming you want more than 10 cents. Yeah, I'm hoping for more than 10 cents. Just moments ago, the world was shocked by the tragic news that Adam Harrison, Rick Harrison's beloved son, had died. This heartbreaking event adds to the chaos in the life of the Pawn Stars patriarch, whose journey has been marked by personal loss and public scrutiny. Let's go deeper and to find out the shocking truth about Adam's untimely death, a revelation that will leave you speechless in the shadows behind the pawn counter. Rick Harrison was born in 1965 into a family of 4 children. At first, life seemed normal, but things quickly went downhill. The death of his oldest sister, Joanne Harrison, was the first of many blows to his childhood. Took another hit when he was only 8 years old and started having seizures. He was stuck in his own world and found escape in books. Reading wasn't just a hobby. It became a passion that shaped his future. But it was the secrets his family kept from him that would one day change his destiny. Fast forward to his teenage years, and the budding businessman was already showing signs of being good at business. By 10th grade, he dropped out of school to sell fake Gucci bags. Depression. One of the most obvious signs of depression is being angry all the time. Despite making thousands of dollars a week, he had a strong desire to be an entrepreneur. However, his family's real estate business failed in the early 1980s, leaving everyone in a mess. As if that wasn't bad enough, his personal life hit a new low when his girlfriend Kim had a miscarriage with their first child. It was a terrible loss, but the couple held on and later welcomed Corey into the world in 1985. Family life didn't stay smooth for long, as his relationship with Kim fell apart. By 1985, they were no longer together, but he quickly fell in love with Tracy, who took care of his kids while he worked to build a coin shop in Las Vegas with his father, Richard Benjamin Harrison. Their hard work paid off, but it was only the start of their journey. Changing the shop to a pawn shop wasn't easy, and they had to wait until the city's population reached the required level of residents before they could move forward with their plans. In 1989, the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop opened, specializing in sports and historical memorabilia. The shop became a hit and people flocked to see how he could bring each item's history to life through stories. Business was booming, but life had other plans. In 2009, the History Channel show Pawn Stars, created by Colby Gaines and Brent Montgomery, became a huge hit, with fans loving the mix of strange items, history lessons, and family dynamics. By 2011, I couldn't walk for a week or two at a time, and my mom went to the library. We had a lower middle income. My dad was in the Navy and in Vietnam, and my mom was trying to sell real estate on the side. We didn't have a lot of money. The famous person even wrote an autobiography that was licensed to pawn and became a bestseller. It looked like everything was going well, at least on the surface, but tragedy struck again when his father died. Parkinson's disease took his father, who was affectionately known as the Old Man, life. Losing his father was a huge blow to him personally and professionally. He had been in charge of the business during the COVID-19 pandemic and had to deal with lockdowns, which hurt sales. At its peak, the business was making millions of dollars a year, but by 2020, it was only making tens of thousands. As if the financial stress wasn't enough, his personal life fell apart even more. His third marriage to Deanna ended in divorce. Soon after, he got into a shocking legal battle with his own mother. Joanne Harrison said that her son tricked her into giving up her share in the family business when she was emotionally weak. She also said that he withheld financial records and stopped her monthly allowance, which led to a bitter court case. The restraining order she filed stopped major business moves, which made for a tense public-family feud. During all of this, the entrepreneur suffered perhaps the worst loss of all. In early 2024, his son Adam died of an illegal drug overdose. His landlord found him unresponsive. Adam's death was a tragic reminder of the personal struggles that lay beneath the public persona. Grief was palpable as a heartfelt tribute was shared on social media, marking one of the darkest chapters in his life. Despite these setbacks, the determined businessman hasn't shied away from the spotlight. He's continued to grow his ventures and has even dabbled in politics with hopes of becoming a United States Senator. An expensive purchase was a 19th century diamond tiara made by a famous European jeweler. The tiara had over 50 carats of diamonds and intricate metalwork, and the original price was $200,000. Rick's final offer of $180,000 was accepted, securing a stunning piece of history for the shop. Comic book fans were thrilled to see an original Action Comics issue 1 featuring the debut of Superman, which was worth over $300,000. The seller was reluctant to part with it after long negotiations. The shop bought it for $280,000, adding one of the most famous pieces of comic book history to its collection. A 19th century ship's chronometer also stood out as a highlight. This complicated timepiece was used by sailors to navigate the seas and was worth $30,000. Was accepted, adding another unique item to the shop's collection. The shop has also seen some strange items, like a 19th century medical amputation kit, complete with bone saws and scalpels. Was worth $115,000, but Rick was able to negotiate a price of $122,000, knowing that medical antiques collectors would be interested in it. Another interesting piece was a Confederate officer's sword from the Civil War. I don't know how much it's worth now, but I hope to find out today. With its original scabbard and fine craftsmanship, the sword was worth $4,000. Rick bought it for $35,000. It added an important piece of military history to the shop's collection. With the addition of a 1927 Steinway grand piano that had been restored to its original glory, this instrument was originally priced at $80,000, but after some haggling, Rick bought it for $70,000, appreciating its craftsmanship and historical value. Finally, a 19th century Persian rug with intricate designs and bright colors that was worth $50,000 caught the attention of the team. Rick was able to negotiate a deal for $45,000, knowing that it would appeal to collectors of fine textiles.